Hey, yo, what is up you guys? Welcome to a new video, and today for 9,000 subscribers I'm gonna give you my render settings and also show you around on what I do to make videos, so come along. Alright guys, so the first things I mostly do is actually record the video. So I'm not going to show you how to do this. I use Marilla's Action. I'm going to pop it up open here. This is what I use, Marilla's Action. Yeah, feel free to use that or any other software you use. This already imports the facecam border for me, so that's just easy. I turn it off right now because it always gets like messed up when I record my desktop, but yeah, that's that. So you can also, if we switch to the other cam, see my screen a bit more and my peripherals and also my hands. Drop a like. So I'm going to be trying to show you guys what this is all about. So I record the video, which is something I'm assuming you guys do. First, I get the clips. I have the clips all in here, and I either remember or I make sure that I mark them or put them in a folder. Mostly I just remember. So I remember that this is the intro. Let's play it real fast.
Oh, okay.
So that was the intro. So I cut the parts that I want, such as an intro where we talk. First thing I always do is fade in the clip after the outro with the audio also faded in, and the first clip I fade in with the audio as well, because that just looks better than, you know, just starting blank. So all I did is use my mouse and just drag, you know. I'm not gonna do a full in-depth Vegas tutorial, but here and there I'll say some things. So next thing I do is I drag in the intro, which is here in a file for me. Intro C is really easy to find. I put an exclamation mark, so it's always on the first two things. I have my intro and my outro. So first thing I do with the intro is disable the resample and turn down the audio because it's a little bit loud. Next thing I do, I put all the clips in order. I've already done that. You just get your clips in. I'm not exactly sure if I was already done. I think I still need to put the outro in or the last clip, but I'll do that later. So next thing I do, I make sure they're ready for what I call transitions. So I played a clip. So last time, guys, we actually made a video together. And okay, this clip's already done. So let me just go to another clip. For example, this. You see it's white at the start because it takes a little bit of time to start, and I already started in the lobby. So I make sure it's cut up correctly.
What a quality name, right?
So I look.
Gangster underscore. Oh, this one, gangster.
Okay, so this is kind of weird. So I try to find the good part.
He must be really good. I think he's where is it? Gangster underscore panda. Wow. Oh, dude, I got all the armor this time.
Right, so I think this is a good part. So I press S on my keyboard and I delete this part fully, and then I just drag it, hold and drag, left click, all the way over there. So I also do this at the end of the clips. For example, here I don't really talk anymore. She is talking, so this is the video that you should be seeing. This went up on Wednesday the 25th. So she's talking, but that's fine. So the end is always nicely cut up like this. So it's that's important for using transitions. So same with this. See, this is not really.
I'm gonna use that as the thumbnail probably. Like the
see,
background.
I'm just talking random. I'm just saying random things here. Yeah. So I'm talking about my friend IRL, stuff that doesn't really matter. We're just chatting before we get into actual video.
Channel?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Do people in your school know about your channel?
Yeah, fuck yeah, they do. But now I like.
So I'm just listening to what I actually want to use.
School that already super beneficial.
Oh,
no, they don't know yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Do people in your school?
So she says, do people in your school know about your YouTube channel? I think that that's going to be a topic that we talk about for quite a long time. So I'm going to let that in, but I'm going to skip all the gibberish at the start. And obviously put this to the end. Make sure they're actually centered like this, that there's no bullshit at the end. The reason that's important because, for example, if I were to drag on this transition, it has to be square, because if one is moved to this, then it looks ugly, and then, you know, it makes the clip all weird and stuff. So that's the reason why I do that. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what I do with the outro. I go to my outro again, obviously, and drag that in. The thing how I made my outro is this. I first disable resample, so it's actually easier to use. I go to the part where it's about to drop. I go back some frames, find the exact frame, press U on the keyboard, press S on the keyboard, delete this so all the black is gone. See, one frame black. Okay, right. So I press here S, I drag it all the way down. I hold control here on my keyboard. You can see it. Hold control. I select all three of them and drag them back. Lower this audio a bit, and there we have my outro. Next thing I do, I lower this to minus 17.5. Then I add my customized volume thing, which is minus 10 by the way, or something around minus 10. I call it YouTube Shift as a preset. So this entire layer is now minus 10 volume and also minus 17.5 decibels there. So this is also where I add my my music or whatever. Let me just go. Let me see. No copyright sounds. Let me. This is a good song. Let me just add this, and I drag it down to when the bar hits the actual thing, and not up here. I drag it down till I hit there. Mostly this, you know, suits me well. And then I also up the volume of me speaking by 4. And it depends on if I'm playing with the other person. Otherwise, I don't touch this. Maybe I do it like 2 or something. It doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna drop your pod again. There you go.
And this always works for me with my mic and my settings. So keep that in mind. Maybe you have to change it up, but that's important. And then to add those like things, I also have a custom file because I'm just a lazy shit. So I go get the file. I put it in here. I lower this by minus 20. I go to video settings, I go to chroma keyer. Let me find, because I have a lot of plugins. Let me go to chroma keyer. There we go. I made a preset for black, and there we go. That makes my this gets the things in here.
Right. Oh, he just fell.
I also disable resample because otherwise it looks a little bit weird. And what I do for the next thing is go to my clips themselves and add Sony sharpen. Add them on there. Change it to my preset KingMLG. This makes our little videos a little bit, you know, look better. So I add the songs, and obviously I edit within the video itself. But that's mainly what I do. That's how I edit my videos. Obviously, this doesn't include the effects I put on, maybe, or the things, but that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my render settings right now. Alright guys, so we are here at the render. So these are my audio render settings. I could actually just remove these because I don't use these anymore, but you know, it's fine. So these are my audio render settings if you want this. There you go. I'm just gonna quickly audio doesn't really matter. I use them when I need MP3 renders, and these are my actual render settings. These work for me. Not the best, but yeah, this is what I use for me. If you want to copy any of these settings, make sure to copy them all, and then you know, just pause the video if you need them. Those are my render settings. This is a private thing. This was privately made for me. I mean, I made the animation, someone made those for me, so you know, I'm not gonna release those. My intro and outro obviously are mine too, so that doesn't really matter for you guys, but I think this was kind of a look behind the scenes for me and a render settings release, so you kind of get a feel for what I'm doing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below. I want to thank everyone so much for 9,000 subscribers. It's honestly amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for 9,000 subscribers. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, and here's to 10,000 subscribers. Peace out. Alright guys, so welcome to the thumbnail making thing. So I've just opened a random file right here. I'm gonna be making the thumbnail here. I do these customly nowadays just because it's fun to do. It actually, I don't know, motivates me, and you know, it's more interesting that way, and it has more to do with the video than, you know, just a thumbnail that I use for every single video. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be using or doing a speed art because I don't wanna sit here for half an hour and like record that and put that all in one video. So I'm probably gonna do a speed art. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.